And we're back. So, the situation currently is that there is a very wet gnome, very groggy, on the side of the docks. And there's a crowd, there's a crowd around it. So, Junior and Blight, you guys, called out for rope. You are both very much aware of the fact that, this is poor old wet Dorhim, right? So, how are you reacting? Are you guys staying back in the crowd, or are you going to step forward?
I'm right next to him.
I'll step forward.
Okay, so you guys are like next to him, which is probably good because he's probably going to need someone to defend him as the ship, like a man.
Well, I'm about to put my. I take it. Has anyone else seen that he's actually alive?
Yeah, of course you're right next to him. You give him CPR.
No, but is anyone else other than me seen that he's actually alive?
Oh, okay. Give me a disguise check on you, Blight. See whether or not you can when you see him cough up water, just to kind of you push him back down, just bit.
No.
Yeah, everyone is very aware of the fact that you just whacked his head against the dock. Dorhim, you're unconscious again. Not -1 unconscious. Just unconscious.
0.
Yeah, you're on you're just you're on 1 wound, but you're just unconscious for the scene. Because you coughed up water and sat up a little bit, and then Blight just smacked your head against the dock. So yeah, people are very aware of the fact that he's alive. They can see him breathing, and they're all like, thank the gods, thank the gods. And then a man in a tri-corner hat and a long white jacket steps forward. And beside him is a man that you are all very familiar with. The man is the guy that you saw in Jacques' trial in the world of the Fae. This is Nicholas Gilrame, the ex-captain of the guard. He's a tall guy, he's built like a tank. He wears plate, reasonable plate armor. It's not perfect. It looks like it was once a lot better than it was. And he wears cloth underneath it that you can see, and it's marked there's a symbol on it, which is very which resembles the mark of the city guard, but it has some slight changes, which it means that he's a retired member of the guard. So yeah, the captain's hold, what is going on here? Why was this man on my boat?
On your boat?
Yes, man fell from my boat.
No, he didn't. He fell from the edge of the dock. I saw it.
Okay, give me a bluff check at -3.
-3.
Goal.
Yeah.
This is why I hope I get the natural 20. Where it matters, boys. Where it matters.
This is Captain Priestley, by the way, the guy in the long coat. He's got a Jafar beard, this twirly thing comes out his chin, and kind of greasy, moppish hair, and he's kind of underneath his hat. He's fell from the how did he end up out there? He points to where Dorhim fell, which is not that close to the shore, and he's how did he end up there?
I saw it with my own 2 eyes. It was this man here. And I point to Blight. Him and this young boy, they were playing by the side, and not knowing his own strength, this man here accidentally knocked his son out into the water.
You're that strong, sir? And he looks at you, Blight.
Sometimes don't know my own strength.
Can we ever roll for racism here? Because again, I'm a gnome.
You're a small child.
Saving your life.
Yes, I'm unconscious. I'm just
standing
up for gnome rights.
That was the captain's sense motive.
This is great.
He just kind of is he all right? Is the poor lad all right?
I'm just going to look to you, Blight. Is he all right?
He seems to be. I need to get him into somewhere warm. I'll wrap my cloak around him and lift him up and carry him off.
Yeah, okay. That's the scene because you guys fucking. I hate you. I hate you guys so much right now.
You all joke about how my rolls are rubbish, and then that happened.
Yeah, that's because you're shit and I hate you. I'm gonna be salty GM for now. Someone's gonna die tonight.
Oh, I feel so good about that.
Well,
I
Bob was
think
called
still a good
Dorhim
chance.
twice in the last 3 sessions.
Okay, so we're done with the dock scene for now. You guys are probably gonna wind up taking Dorhim back to the end to make sure he's all right.
Is it a long rest I'm getting or something?
You will be able to take a long rest, and tomorrow you'll be back in action, kind of thing.
Okay.
And you'll be able to get your max hit dice back of wounds, I believe, is how that works.
I will look it up while you do the rest of the stuff that's happening today.
Jacques,
Yeah, hi.
man, you were going to see Odette a long time ago.
Well, this was all going on, yeah.
Yeah, so by now you're pretty much on the position where like she's got her guards back on the gate.
Yeah.
You're pretty much able to just go up to them and say, "I'd like to speak with Odette. You're on the list."
Cool. Oh, that's lovely. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, so yeah, I'll straighten myself up, make sure I'm all well presented and things, and wait patiently in the foyer or whatever to be received.
I'm just cutting something outside my window. I need to just close that. Yeah, so she does that eventually. She eventually comes out. She's got like a few bits of paper in her hand and stuff like that. She's like, Jacques, pleasure to see you. Pleasure to see you. Come on in. Come
Good
on
to see
in.
you too. I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, I was just doing a little bit of research. Nothing that I can't pick up later.
Excellent. Thank you very much. So I'll just let her show me through into wherever, and
It's the usual room.
yeah,
The usual
seat
living kind of room.
I shall seat myself down as usual, and just sort of. So, like, I'd love to stop and chat a little more later, but I'm afraid me and my associates are in the middle of a job. I've come wondering if you might be able to help me with something.
Name it and I'll tell you if I can or not.
Thank you. Well, the job pertains to getting some information from a certain target and disposing of him. The problem is he's quite heavily guarded, and we need somewhere discreet to take care of him.
Don't you have your inn for that?
The inn's not in this city, is it? I'm trying to remember.
Yes, it is.
All right. I get
We're
confused
not
which
in-
was and what. In that case, sorry, I forget that wrong thing. I'm wondering if you have any way of transporting a person.
Living or
For now.
give me a time, and I can see if I can sort something out for you.
That'd be excellent. Well, we're looking to ouch. Time. Well, we're looking at doing it tomorrow. I suppose we'll be going in the evening because don't want to be in bright daylight. So,
Doesn't it leave tomorrow though?
Huh?
Doesn't the ship leave tomorrow? Is it?
No.
Its last day?
no, we've
Nope.
got we had 3 days, so this is like the
Oh.
second or third day at least. So we should have-
Just
Tomorrow is the second day. The day after that is the third day.
right, yeah. So it'd be tomorrow evening.
Mhm.
Like we can try and aim for a specific window. Whatever if she can arrange anything, whatever we can do.
I can have you a carriage, soundproof. By, just you'll be here tomorrow after 5.
Yeah, at the house, yes.
Yes, it'll be out. It'll be out the back. Just pick it up and go.
Oh, excellent! Thank you. That'd be wonderful. And
Of
obviously,
course, I would appreciate it if this didn't come back to me at all.
exactly. Yes, that's what I'm saying. There won't be any markings or anything that can have it traced back here. Because I wouldn't want to be putting you in any trouble.
My mouse has just died. Give me a second.
All right.
She kind of she explains there we go. It's back. So, what was I saying? Yeah, she says that she would like her carriage left in at a place in Woodhurst.
Yep.
Just so like it's not driven around criminal activity driven back to her.
That's fine. Yeah, we'll have it. We'll literally have a drop off and have it keep going straight away.
Yeah.
I'll have one of my boys see to it. So yeah, that'd be excellent. How much would you want for that, or like what would you want for the service?
It's on the house.
Really? Well,
Yes.
that's incredibly kind of you.
It's just a carriage. I have it spare. Not doing anything with it today.
Excellent. Well, thank you. I shall make sure that good care is taken of it. And of course, should there be any issues in that regard, then you'll be reimbursed.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's suits me fine then.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
don't have to lug a body around the city.
Yeah. Great. So back to the inn. Dorhim, you're conscious, even though you're going to be taking this long rest, you are conscious enough to join in any conversation that's going to go on. Like, chatting to the guys isn't going to be a strenuous enough activity to break that. Just don't go doing any physical lifting or swimming.
Can I ask Blight or Junior to try and attempt to heal me longer term?
You can just be like, yeah, maybe you feel like there's some sort of like water still in the lung or something like that. Like you're having trouble a little bit breathing. You just ask one of them to look into it.
What's your heal like?
9.
Okay, you.
Total 7. Sorry.
Yeah. Give me the roll.
I've only got a 1 modifier, so.
Well, that works. Yeah, like you catch something, like you're like Blight, have you ever seen like anything like water in the lungs before? Have you ever seen like someone nearly drowned before?
Other than that one time when you turned a goblin.
Yeah, maybe that's the case. You're like, you remember this time you were like, I'm gonna like, you tortured a golem by holding their head underwater, then like you pretty much just waterboarded them.
Yeah.
And you kind of like, oh, you see like a symptom in Dorhim, you're like, we should maybe deal with that. And you get some sort of medicinal thing together to that will kind of like soak up the water in his lungs. So yeah, there you go. You can have the thing you sent me, Dorhim.
Okay, and I would like to use this potion, however you use it, for the 2 uses that it had.
Yeah, so you're pretty much healing back to full use.
What is cast level? Just be 0, right?
Yep.
So it's
caster level is your level because you're casting the spell.
No, because caster. Oh right, so it means so it'd be 1d. You sure?
That
doesn't seem right. That seems like way too high. But anyway, well, I'll go with it. So it'd be 1d8 twice if it's needed. Might as well only do it once.
It's 1d8 plus 3 twice.
Yeah, okay. So that'd be 8, so that put me at 15. Might as well use it again. That'll put me at 16. D8. Okay, so that would be 23.
So yeah, you're patched up a bit.
With all the healing and
yeah,
still
you're
not full, but close enough.
Yeah, so we'll say this effect takes place overnight because, like,
Yeah, I mean, I would have probably the cure wounds instantly, but the rest wouldn't work.
Yeah,
rest
so
is 8 hours. There we go.
Yeah. So you guys, like, you're now all back in your inn. You're probably in your underground bit. What are you guys thinking for the job at hand?
So, well, again, I guess we want Dorhim to relate everything that he found today.
Yeah, I'd say they probably have 40 plus men there, and they have, yes, they are transporting spice.
Oh, okay.
It's unlikely, though, that we're going to be able to talk our way in, or at least 3 of us aren't going to be able to, because they'll recognize us. So it would have to be all down to you if we're talking.
Yeah, that's the problem there.
But there are some nearby boats which we could potentially use to get over.
Because that worked so well last time.
Yeah, Dorhim, like, as much as you are, like, as confident and you passed that willpower check, you probably don't want to do that way again.
I would say that we could. I assume that we could do it without having to do the check if we spent more time on, say, working our way over or something like that.
Probably still have to do a test.
Because we have some people who have grappling hooks. So.
Yeah, but you'd still have to do a test, but you would be
Yes,
getting...
but I mean, you know what I mean? We'd spend some time actually making sure we don't drown.
Yeah. Hire a lifeguard.
Maybe tie a rope to ourselves so that when we jump over, we don't...
We'll all go in.
Yeah.
Right, so...
One of you goes in, you all die.
3 critical fails on the strength check to pull them back up. And
Yep. Did you find anything else to like the structuring of the ship?
Yes. First deck is mostly residential. Then the bottom deck is where they keep the cargo.
That's fine. The cargo is less important.
Top deck might be where the captain is.
The cargo is important as part of your deal,
assuming,
Tom.
Well, okay, yeah, fair. I keep forgetting.
Well, it's not part of the deal. Only one part of the cargo is part of the deal.
Yep.
But yeah.
Cigars. I only didn't say anything.
I didn't see any, as far as I know.
Okay.
So.
No. Boxes, you need time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's either in the boxes, it's either in another box, or it's in a different part of the ship.
Like, I shouldn't have too much problem disguising myself, like, as a guard, because my disguise thing should be back.
Yeah, it will be.
Useful. As it's dark and stuff as well, it's quite useful. I can pick locks and things quite well. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just checking all my skills. All my bluffs and stuff are pretty good, obviously. Mage hand, open and close, prestidigitation.
Open and close is a great spell.
What was her, like, Slim's requirement again? We didn't leave.
You didn't raise any sort of problem.
Any sort of problem.
Played it off, it's okay.
I was just checking.
Oh, also, would
a potential idea of mine.
Okay. Yes,
would I have seen who was in that square? Like, where I was, like, you know, where I was on the edge? Because I just, as a map, just for interest of who knows through the secret identity.
Oh, right. There was a crowd gathering. Someone, like, it was, there
like,
was more
who were the named NPCs with the, you know, blesses above their head? Or can I not tell?
Right. First of all, no, you wouldn't know, actually, you wouldn't know at all. You were unconscious, and as when you regained consciousness, Blight fucking, like, cracked your head against the dock.
Well,
so.
I would ask, I would make a point of asking Junior and Blight, like, did you see any, like, who did you see? Like, if you knew anybody
in the crowd,
that would be useful to know.
I'm also going to, like, motion towards Jack, because I don't know if, of course, he'll know this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he wouldn't know because he didn't see him, and I'll say, we saw him.
Right, okay.
In relation to Gilraim, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, by the way, in relation to Dorhim's question, just to get back to that quickly.
Oh, yeah, I was including it into what I was saying to Tom, like, telling him who saw him.
Mm-hmm.
So, the people that you will have seen, people that were there, will have been from all stretches of life. Probably the only people of import will be maybe the innkeeper from that place.
Mm-hmm.
Like the innkeeper of the inn that Junior was at. Apart from that, it will have just been dock hands, people on boats.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I was just checking that there wasn't like you were going to say, oh, and Piper and Hawkins were in the crowd watching in there.
No, unless you guys had given Piper and Hawkins any jobs at the dock.
Guys, we have 8.
I've been waiting for someone to remember that.
Yeah, like, useful, but at the same time.
Yeah, if only we had somebody who could stealth on the boat without getting spotted.
No, totally. It's just I don't know what her other stats are.
Not going to get found out.
I don't know. Okay.
I mean, it's definitely a good thing to remember.
Yeah. I think it might be a case of, like, maybe me and Ape go on the boat.
Ape can do it in, like, seconds.
Well, can she bring him as well? That's the thing. Can she overpower a war veteran?
Yeah.
So, like, you know,
She-
you guys
Can't just rely on an NPC alone.
remember the ape was always the sort of person who ran away. She never, like, in your knowledge, she's never fought anyone.
Yeah.
We could get her to get the items we're looking for from the boat, and while we get him.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Or at least get her to help us out with certain parts of the plan.
Yeah.
We've
So
got
you
a
want to call her
score.
down?
Yeah, we're gonna bring Ape in on this.
Cool. So yeah, she'll happily come down to the secret basement room that you guys have told her about. And she's like, "What can I do for you, boss?"
We've got
You've
a.
yourself be a trusted employee so far. I just like to say with my world's greatest boss mug.
Just when she says "boss," you all like start to talk like she's talking to each individual one of you. You always have like a moment of sleep, so you're like, "No, I'm boss. No, I'm boss."
Me.
Can we make it clear who she's referring to?
She refers to all of you as boss.
Oh, okay, that's fine. We're all daddy. So, yeah, basically just say to her, yeah, we've got a job that needs doing. It's really a very delicate one, and her abilities are going to be very useful for it.
Yeah, sure. Give me a time, a price, and a target.
So, a price and a target. Sorry, a price. Sorry, what?
Yeah, well, you know,
Yeah,
I'm an employee.
no, sorry. I was just making sure that's what you meant. Like, sorry, out of.
No,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. You know,
Making sure that's
she has her part of the job, which is pretty much everything that she steals from like he does occasional runs to Woodhurst and does looting.
Yeah, that's what we
and
meant.
you guys make a percentage of what she makes.
Yeah, that's fine.
But if you're asking her to do something like this, you guys will have to tip her. You know.
Yep. Like I can't I'm not gonna lie about it. She has to be ready for it. So I'm gonna say it is gonna be breaking into somewhere quite heavily guarded. Have you had any experience with navigating ships?
Well, yeah, sure. That's how I got here.
Okay, so it's a trade ship which is moored in the port at the moment, and I'll be on board as well probably to take out. Basically, there's a human target that needs moving, which I'll handle, and some goods that need moving. Nothing too heavy or anything like that. It's apparently just a casing of cigars.
Cigars. That's it.
Yeah, apparently that's what we're getting paid for.
Huh. How much are you getting paid for that?
I sort of like and look at Junior favors.
Say no more, boss.
Now-
It's funny about the profession.
5 gold will be fine.
Oh, 5 gold.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I'll give you 10.
Seems-
This is really important.
She
Okay.
looks at you and she kind of like understands the gravity of the situation. She says,
Yeah, big deal.
5 will do fine, boss. I get it.
Okay, big deal. So, but yeah, you need to find this case and get out of there, basically.
I
I
drew a
guess-
boat.
The-
Just been drawing this like the last 2 minutes. Like,
So yeah, I'm gonna be like, so I'll tell everybody about like the carriage and stuff we've got.
are you
I'll
like?
have-
Are you telling her to fuck off at this point, or is she staying in the room?
No, she's staying in.
So
She's
she
on
thinks
this.
she's the entire plan.
Yeah, she's on this. Like, say, guys, we have a carriage to use. That's what we're gonna stow the body in and get it out of there. Once we've done the heist, we need to make sure this carriage isn't linked to the crime or anything. So, I will have whichever of you wants to basically just ride it out of the city, just to keep it somewhere safe, and then we'll return it later on. Basically, like we were told to take it back to Woodhurst, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, one of you guys will be doing a bit. One of you guys will be the getaway driver, basically. Okay.
Probably not. You'll probably have a driver.
Oh, okay.
Do
Right.
any of you know how to drive a carriage?
Guess not.
Do you?
Dorhim decided to take drive carriage skill instead of swim.
I
Damn.
have the ability to ride.
Oh, I have
With
the
that.
ability to.
Oh, I've got a little bit to ride.
I've got a great affinity for it, actually.
It's the same concept.
It is. If there's not a specific one for drive, then it is
There is.
that is ride.
Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah. If you have ride, you guys can do it yourselves. Otherwise, I was going to suggest Piper and Hawkins does it.
No.
No, they're
It's like, is he a friend of yours, boss? You guys are right around.
Had a bit too much to drink.
Yeah. Okay, that's no problem. Yeah. So one of you guys, who wants to be the getaway driver?
Maybe Blight. I'll probably do it. Honestly.
Well,
Because-
I can have one. If Blight doesn't mind, I'd quite like him, like, somewhere with a bow ready, just in case.
Yeah, because
Like-
I have a gun. That's good.
Yeah,
That
Blight.
is
Remember?
the definitional subtlety.
Are carriages not a sore point for you?
For me,
With the whole dead parents in the carriage?
You say that in character?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Junior, how did you react to that? Our carriage is not a sore point coming from the man who went inside a carriage to stab your mother.
I'm just gonna grab my gun, hang it on my shoulders, just do that. Breathe.
Give me a willpower test.
Okay.
See how badly you take this.
Crit, fail, crit, fail.
If I crit fail, I'm
Dorhim
gonna
just
shoot
wants
you.
to die today. That's enough to, like, if you want to hit him, you can hit him. But it's enough to make it so you don't want to straight up murder shit.
No, I don't straight up murder him.
I'm
hit
gonna, like, put a reassuring
No, I
arm,
can
put a reassuring hand on you, Craig.
Oh, thanks, man.
Cool.
Hold on, do I have any?
Remember, think of your sister.
Yeah. Doing so.
So,
I'm. The only thing which might be helpful here is I've got a blast lock and scoot unattended object when it comes to deeds. Just having me look, but
That'll be quite loud.
and I'd be better off just being the driver because I'm loud. I am a loud fighter.
Yeah, your gun is not a subtle toy.
No.
Okay.
fair enough.
Someone about to say something.
I was just wondering what the plan. So the plan is we have Jack goes on the boat, convinces him to come off the boat. We bonk him on the head when he's off the boat. At the same time, Ape steals the thing. We get him on the carriage. We go to Woodhurst and we get a reward.
Well, it's a bit
Can we
torture.
refine this plan a little bit more?
Yeah, we need to figure out how we're gonna get him off the boat. That's just
Yeah, you really do. You don't have anything for that yet.
Well, he
Well,
ran off the
I
boat when
do.
someone was drowning, so we could just do that again.
What do we know about him?
Actually, not a bad plan. A distraction. But, like,
Yeah.
remember you're trying to do this at night. This was during the
Yeah.
middle of day.
Oh, we're doing it at night this time.
Well,
Like, yeah.
We not just go and get Dorhim, go into his quarters and slit his throat.
Well, no. 'cause
I
we
was
need-
told that we
need
had to keep him
information.
alive.
you need to... Right, so the thing is that...
We need to keep him alive for Jack.
yeah. Slit needs him
oh, yeah.
dead. Jacques wants...
Wants him alive.
See,
Like-
if we need them dead, I could easily go in there and solo mission this, but
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
the
going to
thing.
work.
Yeah, like I'm gonna try and get the information out of him there, but if that doesn't work, then I'm gonna have to bring him back for us to like put the thumb screws on him. You know,
do you have thumb screws?
mate,
And
we've
then
got
let
Dorhim
people do things
and a
awry.
brick. I'll do.
Dory with thumb screws now.
Oh man, I really want like a bruiser character just called thumb screws now.
That's a really...
That's a
We're
good
not-
idea, I think.
We're not just smoke them out.
No.
How about we
I'm
we
not
have
talking
somebody
about with fire.
with your mist.
No, I'm talking about actual smoke.
Literally just like send them all out of there choking.
I
It's not a bad. Go on.
because I can get arrows.
Yeah. I think it's not a bad idea, but also it's a case of again, it's going to attract a lot of attention from everybody else in the area if like smoke starts billowing out of a ship, which would be my
Ah.
worry there.
How about we have somebody set up obviously watching the boat, and then
Yeah.
you go on with the intention of being a good Samaritan, like, oh, there's somebody over there, and then
I've got another idea.
Not bad, but would he send his? Would the
Hmm.
general himself go out to that?
I could
I
get
don't know.
arrows that create a smell that very likely people won't like.
Yeah.
And it lasts for an hour until the target spends 1 minute washing.
This is day 2, right?
You're doing this on day 2, yes.
Okay, because you said it's 3 days till it leaves. So in theory, we could do it in the next day.
Yes, but this is when you have the carriage.
Oh, okay. So we only have the carriage for a day.
Yep.
Okay. Useful to know. I was saying we could send Ape in to see if she can find some information in his, or like something else, like, I don't know, his diary, because apparently this is the evil villains, or the good guys thing, I guess, depending on your point of view.
Ape's kind of like, yeah, I could do that. I could take a look. You know?
But would it be worth getting it if we're not going to be able to have that extra day?
Oh,
I could go tonight.
You could scout it out, I suppose, and see if you can find a diary. My only worry would be, my issue would be turning up in his room and he's there and goes, oh! And you have to go out there. That's going to make him super wary.
She kind of like, she's like, you know, I can try.
How about, because he's got spice, which isn't allowed here. How about you go on as a guard? Like, as a city guard.
Right?
Or got Jacques or Ape.
Jack.
Yeah. I'd intended to disguise myself as one of the ship guards, at least.
Mm-hmm. And then be like,
That's-
I don't know, maybe need to inspect your ship.
that's really not a bad idea.
It's not bad. I'm kind of, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I kind of assumed that he was guarding this ship or something, like, while it was being searched, or
Then you can be like,
was
oh,
it just
I'll
his
need
ship?
to
Oh, I
take
thought
you
it was his
along.
ship.
Something like, I'll need to take you along, or somebody along, so I can ask some questions about this.
Gilraim's probably hired muscle. Like, you have to remember that it's captained by a guy called Priestley.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that bit.
Okay, no problem. Yeah,
That's-
it's like when you were being rescued, there's two guys, Gilraim and the captain.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Could we get the captain to give him up somehow?
This is
Or, like,
where I
get
wish
the
there was
captain to
something
get
like
him off the
unanswered
boat.
prayers
I just like the idea with every idea that we've listed here, one of you guys has written it down and put it on the board that you've got behind you. Like, you know,
oh, totally, we have that.
yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are drinking, like, you know, into the night, just kind of like just taking notes and just like sticking on the board. Ape's quite happy it's the first time she's been invited to like sit at the table while this is happening.
Does she have any ideas?
Like for the sake of I'm the GM, no.
Okay.
Tricky.
I mean, we could just knock him out
Let's
of the
think
boat.
about this Gilderoy guy. Like, what do we know about him?
Gilderoy.
Is that
Gilraim.
not his name? Gilray, sorry. Gilderoy Lockhart, I mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
Gilderoy. What do we know about him?
Not much.
I know he's a dickbag and I hate him.
Yeah. Pretty much all you have to go on is the bias and stories that he's a pretty great soldier.
Yeah.
Okay, I got an idea.
He was always
Oh.
out to help people. But yeah.
You can make people consume items, right?
Uh-huh.
So what if we got apes who not only get the cigars but also get a lot of the spice? Then you walk in, force him to eat all of the, or consume all of the spice.
Yeah.
He then looks like he's overdosing on the people's product.
I carry him out of there like, we need a medic!
Yeah, and then
Then whilst he's in his medic bag, we smuggle him out? I think, no, we can just get him straight in the carriage, can't we? Just say, we're taking him to a doctor. Go.
It was also what Luke had said there. Oh, about helping people. That was likely a reason why he'd come out to help Dorhim. So maybe if we didn't have like the same circumstance, but even if like Tom got on there, acted like a guard, and like hurt yourself somehow.
I quite like the spice plan.
The spice plan is pretty good though, actually.
But yeah,
But-
Dorhim.
Right, this is one thing I want to do on that, because it's a good plan, I actually kind of want to go with that, because it works.
Would he need to make a will save, though, to resist?
It'd
I
be
need-
making some kind of save.
I need like one of you guys to I need to look at your stats for a second. I need to check something.
Yeah.
It's quite
Also-
important.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting I'm not smart enough to think up this idea?
No. Like I'm fine to come up with out of character. Like I'm fine with saying
Yeah.
you came up with in character.
Even dull, it's kind of moments.
I'd be happy if it was another character, even if it's just another character.
Does
Because
anyone have,
this is just something that came out of the discussion.
right? Does anyone have knowledge nature?
Yeah, I think so.
Blight?
Oh, no, I don't. Huh, that's like my only character doesn't have that.
I don't
Do you
have
not,
knowledge.
Blight?
mate.
Does anyone
I'm
have
sure you've got it. No, I'm sure Blight has it.
A ranger
not.
doesn't have knowledge nature.
it? Can confirm he does not have it.
Why would I need it? I naturally have attunement to talking to animals.
Plants?
Yeah, that's why I thought you'd
You
have
can just
it.
ask them what they're up to.
It's
What? Luke, thing that I wanted to ask, since we can't do that. What
Yeah?
are the effects of spice?
That's what the knowledge nature rule would have done.
Would that be nature?
That's what I can think about. It's like it is a natural substance.
I guess, but like, I don't know, like,
Would survival not? count?
Okay. Survival. Yeah, I can give you survival on it, but it's a
survival or just like,
like it's essentially slightly stronger version of weed.
We could just test it out on Perkins or Hawkins. We have some left over.
Oh,
You don't. Remember, yours got ruined.
yeah.
yeah.
Otherwise,
might
that
be
might
good
be
enough.
fun.
Otherwise, the fishes are getting a bit high just now.
It's like yeah. So
Okay, so we steal some spice. We then use we steal 2 batches. We then use the first batch on Piper or Hawkins.
Yeah.
Then the second batch we use on him, if it's good.
We don't want to overdose our staff, I don't think.
Not necessarily, or just kindly ask for them to do it.
Problem is, if we overdose him, we might just kill him.
Hmm.
I feel like
Hmm.
getting a hold of some kind of like knockout agent and blaming it on the spice is a better idea.
That could work.
Because we can then just like dust some around his nose and shit, you know, make it look like it.
it is smoked.
It's smoked.
Yes, it's
Right,
put in a pipe and
well,
smoked. You will know
okay.
that much.
Then we can
Dorhim's seen it being used.
get a hold of some burner bit and just dab the scent around him, the ash, etc.
Yeah.
Still leave
Cool.
traces on him.
Hmm.
Hell, make him inhale some even, just a bit. That's on his breath. For all we know, he might be doing it anyway.
Can we not? If it's
It
cigars,
doesn't have to be like a raw product either. We can always, like, if we do make him like it, we can just like wrap it up in something. Yes.
can we not just
Yeah,
make him
just-
smoke a cigar with it laced in it?
Well,
Stuff like that
might
would work.
Yeah.
But someone give me a survival test, like, you know.
Alright.
Yeah, okay, Blight, you could definitely because you guys were talking about this like a dosage that would make it so that he looked like he was overdosing but wouldn't kill him. Like that was a very specific dosage to make.
Yeah.
You know? With a role like that, Blight, have you ever come into contact with spice before?
All I knew was not to.
Okay. If that's the case, then you wouldn't. If you like, you're looking at this and you're like, if you got a chance to experiment with it, you could make that dosage, but you would need a chance. You would need a test subject.
Right.
Apes does not
yes.
volunteer.
No, of course not. She's too young
Well,
anyway.
if we're not going to go Perkins or Hawkins, we could just go random person off the street.
Abduct.
Yeah.
The driver Odette sends. That
That would be a bad idea.
if we can find them.
Innkeeper that saw you on he saw you on the docks.
Perfect example. Next door neighbors. A dog.
I'd like to take this point to announce that Fumble does not support animal cruelty or animal testing in any way.
Also, there's the case in point that
Are you sure?
different dosages for different creatures would not be the same.
So what we need to do is we need to send somebody out to find someone who's roughly the same size and stature as the captain.
You
Yeah.
probably need another guard. You probably need another guard for that. Or actually, so I said this previously, Gilram is built like a tank. He's a big person.
Right.
There's another
Minotaur?
humanoid figure. Yeah, there's another humanoid figure in this town that's about the same size as him that you are well aware of. A character I didn't expect to bring back like this, but Godcrack.
Oh no, God, that'd be awful.
Yeah, God, him.
What exactly are we discussing? Like replacing?
It was we need a dosage of something for the guy, and we need a dosage that will not kill him, and we need something we don't care about enough.
To test it on.
Care about God, Greg. He's my bro. He makes stuff,
He's a pretty good guy.
But you might be
and
able
he's
to
useful. That's even more important.
I think we're better off.
Would you rather have your sister or bullets?
My sister. Okay.
I still think we are better off getting some kind of something that'll knock him out, and then making it look like he's been dosed, rather than trying to be Breaking Bad. You know,
I think that really makes the most sense.
Yeah, we don't know enough about drugs, and we don't have time to go experimenting all the resources for it. Really, if we send Ape to get the drugs now and come back, that's just going to raise suspicion because we don't know if they check measurements every night or something like that.
And it's going to waste money.
Yeah.
Well, if they check measurements every night, then we're pretty screwed already, seeing how they've had stolen from them.
True.
They're gonna know something's stolen from them. You're stealing from them. But it's
Oh
fine.
yeah, but not yet. It's whether or not we're making sure they don't know that we did it.
Yeah.
Heck, I wonder if there's anyone we can blame.
Were we meant to make it so that it looked like Are we meant to make it so it looks like this is random, or are we meant to make it look like this was deliberate? Like we're taking this guy and we're taking these cigars.
Okay, so right. The guy is probably definitely, regardless whether if Gilraim's body is found, it's gonna look like it was a crime against Gilraim because he's a well-known figure.
It's gonna look like a targeted thing. It's whether or not we can.
A box of something going missing from a hold of a ship full of drugs. That's not going to get reported.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, but I was meaning, were we meant to make it so the people on the ship were like, all right, this is targeted at these things, or were we meant to make it look like it was,
To your knowledge, you have no idea.
Okay.
But when it comes to this box, something as innocuous as a box of cigars, you're probably well aware of the fact that you've always mentioned the fact that you probably don't think it's just a box of cigars.
Yeah.
So you guys probably know that whatever this is, it's slip sending a message.
Yeah.
So you can probably tell that much.
It's whether or not we can make it so the message looks like it was sent by somebody else.
And we're meant to kill the guy without causing a fuss, but do we have to bring the guy back to Woodhurst?
No, I just want to get information out of him, and this is the easiest way of doing it. If we can take him
That's fine.
somewhere to torture him.
For Jack Vandenham, because it's part of the deal.
If I try and get information out of him there, it's more like to scream and send loads of guards in.
So are we looking for local alchemists who might have a sleeping draft?
I love it.
I'm going to assume, Luke, that I can get some sort of contact for this.
From where?
Well, maybe I know of an alchemist of some kind, at least, that deals with our type. And I'll keep it hush-hush.
If I don't think you do right now. One of the big problems with one of the things that a lot of people have mentioned about the guilds is that we want to start creating this sort of network of people around the cities, stuff like that. Remember that a lot of the people that you knew from when you were a child have been shut down.
Yeah.
So does anybody have the ability to make these?
We don't think we have any alchemists, do we?
Nope.
No. What about the people who we got the potions from? They were in Marin's Eve, weren't they?
They were in Woodhurst. One of you could, like,
Did they have
What?
sleeping drafts there?
yeah, they'll probably have something similar, like, like it won't be like anything super potent. It will have been like, drowsy medication kind of thing, It's something to help someone drift to sleep rather than something to knock someone out. You're not going to be able to buy like some like chloroform from, anyone who's particularly reputable.
Yeah.
But you can buy something that will do it just a lot slower.
I do have another option.
Yeah.
I am capable of going on the boat and convincing absolutely everybody on the boat to help us get rid of this guy. I do have that ability.
How?
Well, I can intimidate everybody within 30 feet to coerce them, basically, into helping us. But that would be more risk. That'd be 40 checks, so that would be up to you.
I feel like that's not the best option.
Every single one of them.
I feel like that's the stealthiest option.
I feel like that is
Yeah.
the option we take if everything else fucks up. You go in and
Okay.
go, "Ugh."
I just feel like
Boogity,
that's not
boogity, boogity.
for an effort.
Yeah, like Mike from Monsters Inc.
I was thinking of the dad from Cowardly Dog.
The old man.
Yeah,
Boogity,
the one
boogity,
with the
boogity.
mask. Yeah.
Yeah. Eustace.
Or like the mask.
Eustace.
Crash Bandicoot.
I love that show. But yeah,
I can't see the moon.
what moon? There's no moon. Okay, so do we have the plan sorted, guys? Have we come up with an idea?
An idea, yeah.
I have to pee really badly. Can we sum up after that?
Shall we let's take a quick break, shall we? And
Yeah.
then we'll go to employ the plan in the next bit.
When we get back from the break, I will have peed and we'll have a plan.
Good job, guys.